What's up guys, Rami here with your second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update for Tuesday, September 1st. It's crazy that it's September already. We've been in this mess for 6 months now. Let me know in the comments, how long have you been working from home or unemployed? And did you go back to work or not yet? I'm really curious to see the stats on that. So in this stimulus update, we'll talk about how the second stimulus package difference between Republicans and Democrats went from $2.4 trillion to only $900 billion, and most likely will get even less and eventually have a signed bill. This is very good news. Also, Stephen Mnuchin, a key negotiator, was in an interview yesterday, so let's see what he had to say. Remember, he is going to testify in front of Congress today to discuss the need for another stimulus package. So let's get to all the details. Right after you please hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so I can update you on everything regarding the second stimulus check and stimulus package, plus more money and finance news. So I read this today on Forbes and found it funny. Only in Washington can politicians slowly make progress toward a stimulus deal while pounding the table and accusing the other side of being unreasonable. Yet, even with negotiations over the next stimulus package at a standstill, the two sides moved $500 billion closer to a deal last week. So yes, we did move $500 billion closer. The Democrats went from $2.4 trillion to $2.2 trillion, and the Republicans went from $1 trillion to $1.3 trillion. This is significant right there. Don't forget where we started. We started with the Democrats at $3.4 trillion and the Republicans at $1 trillion. Then the Democrats dropped to 2.4, then to 2.2, and Republicans went up from 1 to 1.3. So the gap dropped from 2.4 trillion all the way down to 900 billion. So what else needs to be done here? The biggest issue stopping the stimulus package from happening is the $915 billion the Democrats want for state and local government. And Republicans said that they would do $150 billion. So the difference here is really $765 billion. Now, according to Moody's analytics report that was released in June, we don't need anywhere near $900 billion. The report said under baseline economic assumptions, we project that Congress and the White House will need to enact approximately $500 billion in additional flexible aid to states and local governments over the next 2 fiscal years to avoid major damage to the economy. So even if the federal government covered this entire shortfall, the gap would close by $400 billion. And if they decide to send help only to cover 1 year instead of 2 for now, that would narrow the gap even further. But even then, both parties would need to compromise even further. They would probably need to agree on something that's around 1.5 or 1.6 trillion dollars. I really think that this is the magic number that would get us everything we need. Second round of stimulus checks, second round of PPP money, unemployment boost somewhere around $400 per week, money for schools and state and local government, and more. Please, Congress, look into this deal and just get it done. This would really be amazing. All right, now let's move on to what Stephen Mnuchin had to say about this. He is technically the lead negotiator for the Republicans, or at least that's what Nancy Pelosi thinks of him. She didn't remember Mark Meadows' name the other day and called him a staffer for Stephen Mnuchin, which I thought was kind of disrespectful to the White House chief of staff. Anyway, Stephen Mnuchin said that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer just don't want to negotiate in good faith, saying they refused to meet and they reached an agreement on many issues, but they said unless we come out with a top line, they won't even give us details as to what they're interested in. He also said the president wants us to help with more money for kids and jobs and put more than $1 trillion into the economy. And if that's not enough and the speaker wants to do more, we've said that we can always come back and do more. Then he talked about the economy recovering quickly and things looking better, and he hopes to come out with new legislation next week. This is great. Let's hope they do agree on something by next week. Now, a quick update on the unemployment boost executive order. So far, we have 34 states that are approved and should all start paying soon. South Dakota declined the money because their economy is doing really well, apparently. And there are only 6 states that started sending out payments, and those are Arizona, Louisiana, Missouri, Montana, Tennessee, and Texas. So that's all I have for you today in this video. I'll update you on what Stephen Mnuchin says in his testimony today about the stimulus package in another video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified whenever I publish new videos for you. And make sure to check the link in the description for the SoFi Money account, which is a checking/savings account, not an investment account. It has nothing to do with stocks. If you open an account using the link below and deposit $500, you'll get a $50 bonus. Then you can refer your family and friends and get $50 from every referral up to $10,000 per year. So that's a good way to make a few $100s right there while we wait for that second stimulus check. The account has no fees, no minimum fees, no overdraft fees, and no ATM fees at over 55,000 ATMs around the world. I really love this product, and many of you already told me that you love it. Links are in the description below. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.